I don't have enough time. I'd love to homeschool, but I have so many other responsibilities. I don't think I have the time. I don't have the time to memorize Quran. I don't have the time to learn Arabic. I don't have the time or the energy to play with my kids. I don't have that energy to read to them at night before bed. Does that sound familiar? How many of us are guilty of blaming time? There are so many things that we want to do, but we say we don't have time to do them. But what if I told you that you do have time? So welcome. My name is Dr. Gemma Elizabeth, and I am a homeschool mum to 3 here in the UK, and I am the founder of Our Muslim Homeschool, and this is a weekly broadcast that I film here on Instagram and on Facebook, and I love it. And my hope is that this show inspires mums to live with purpose and intention, to raise their children mindfully, and to empower mothers everywhere to own their lives and thrive doing it. And we are going to talk about parenting and homeschooling and motherhood, all kinds of things on this show. And this episode, which is about how to run your home like a boss, as usual, all these episodes will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel and onto my blog, ourmuslimhomeschool.com. And if you want to, if you'd like to, you can share this with your friends. You can tag them right now. You can share it on social media or WhatsApp groups. Walaikum assalam, Alma's journey. So feel free as we go along. I see some of you already are. Feel free to comment as we go on. Add your input to this discussion, because I know already that a lot of you have your own advice that you can offer other mums and your own ideas and opinions on this topic. So do please feel free to share as we go along and give us a thumbs up or a heart if you like what's being said. Join in the conversation, because it really changes the whole dynamic of these live broadcasts that we do. And I will leave time at the end for questions. As you're going to see, the ending is going to be a little bit different to usual. But if you have a question, type it in. On Instagram, can you do me a favour? Because I get so many comments and things going on. If you have a direct question that you would like me to ask, could you put a heart in front of the question so that when I'm scrolling through at the end, it's easier for me to find? That would be amazing. So just pop a little emoji heart first and then put your question afterwards if there's anything you want to ask. Right, so all those topics, all those things that I talked about being empowered and encouraging women to thrive, and all those concepts are so fitting in what we're discussing here. So I want to encourage you in your situation to take responsibility for it and make those lasting positive changes in your life and in your home. That's specifically what we're talking about here. I want to encourage you to do something amazing in your home life today. I want you to take ownership and responsibility for the situation that you find yourself in now. That's where it all starts. That's where it always starts. Taking responsibility for your time and for your energy. And at the end of this live broadcast, I will announce the giveaway, the winner of the giveaway. So last week we had a giveaway for toucan boxes, 4 toucan boxes, and the winner will be announced at the end of the video, so you're going to have to stay tuned. So when I was preparing for this live, I realised that there is so much more that I want to say on this topic than can be fit into just half an hour. I can't possibly squeeze everything into half an hour and really give it justice. I realise that's impossible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into 2. This video, you'll be pleased to hear, is the easy stuff. The stuff that anybody can do, whether you've got a newborn baby, whether you've got 8 kids, especially if you have a newborn baby and you have 8 kids, you can do these things. These are really easy, actionable steps that you can do today if you want, and you'll see instant impact in your life, inshallah. So that's what we're going to do about today, and then next week we're going to dig deeper for those of you who really want to take it to the next level. So, the title of this talk, which is a bit fun, How to Run Your Home Like a Boss. So what does running your home like a boss mean? It means running your home like it's a business. It means you're managing it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are doing everything, but it means that you are managing it and you're making sure that everything that needs to get done gets done at the appropriate time, in the best and most effective and efficient way. It also means that your house is serving its purpose. It doesn't mean, running your home like a boss does not mean that you are the perfect housewife. It also does not mean that your house is a show home. It means that, because my house certainly isn't a show home, but your house serves the needs of your family and the needs of you and its purpose seamlessly. And that's what we're going to talk about today. It fulfills its purpose. It provides for you and your family, because not every home and not every family is the same. So your home, like mine, will serve a multitude of functions. It will be a place, obviously, that you eat and sleep. But also it's a place where you exercise, where you pray, where you study, where maybe you homeschool, maybe you work from home. I mean, the house of somebody who works from home is going to be very different from somebody who works outside of the home and wants to leave their work at work. Your houses are going to be different. You all have different purposes for your home. So we're going to talk about ways and systems that you can put in place to make things flow seamlessly from one purpose to another purpose. And now a lot of you are going to say, you're going to be thinking, this sounds a bit serious, systems and efficiency. This sounds a bit boring. I'm not sure this is for me. I'm creative. I'm happy-go-lucky. I don't like all of those kind of words. I like to be free. What's the point of doing all of this? It sounds like a bit too much effort. That is not the point. The point is the complete opposite. This is not about working harder or making your life harder. It's about making your life easier and working less. It's about saving your energy for things that really are important to you. It's about getting the jobs done that need to be done in the best way and in the quickest way possible so you can focus your precious energy and time on what matters to you, which may be homeschooling. It may be playing with your kids, it may be reading to them, it may be you want to start a business. Whatever it is, it applies to everybody. That is what being a boss is all about. It's about honouring your time. It's about honouring your energy to direct it to something that is important to you. So if you want to homeschool, you need to honour your time and your energy. You need to use your energy wisely. If you want to pray more, if you want to read more Quran in your days, you need to honour your time that you have been given and use that time and energy wisely. So whatever it is, it's a kind of a way of being grateful for that gift, that precious gift of time and energy that you've been given. It's a form of gratitude. So I'm going to get practical because I know that's what you're all here for. You're here for the practical steps. I'm going to get practical and talk about some things that you really can do very easily in your home that are going to make tangible steps, tangible progress for you and for your family. So if you can just bear with me, I have one point that I really want to make that I think is important for you to bear in mind. It is that busyness that we all feel is a trap. It is a trap. Busyness does not work. How many of us are so busy all the time? We're busy, we're running from one place to another, driving here, driving there. We've got endless lists of things to do, 101 things going through our brains. We're so busy. But despite our busyness, at the end of the day, we feel like we haven't really gone anywhere. We haven't really achieved anything of value. We've just been busy. We haven't really moved our lives on in a positive way. And why do we fill our lives with busyness? I don't know about you, but I know after personal reflection that for me, busyness was stemmed from fear. Because what happens when you stop being busy? What happens when you go quiet and you let your life settle down? You have no choice but to see your true situation. You have no choice but to really look at what you're doing with your life. We fill our life with busyness to distract ourselves. And that is the truth of it. If you find yourself busy, but not really going anywhere and moving your life forward, I want you to think about that. Are you using busyness as a distraction? Are you afraid of what you will discover if you get quiet and slow down? And I could talk about that for hours. That's not what this is about, but I just wanted to pop that in there because I think that goes well with this topic. If you want to know more about that kind of subject, I would recommend a book called Present Over Perfect by Sean and Nyquist. I've put it in the Facebook, with this video, the link there for you. That's Present Over Perfect. It is written from a Christian perspective, but I've read it multiple times, and I think that there's only a couple of pages that I can't relate to really as a Muslim, but the rest of the book is phenomenal. I've got so many highlights and underlines in that book, so I would really, really recommend it. So right, how do we begin? How do I run my house like a boss, Gemma? You've convinced me. I want to do it. I want to run my home like a boss. I can see this is important. Right. There are a couple of things that you can do today that will instantly transform the way you run your home more smoothly. Instantly, inshallah. And if you do it the way I'm telling you, okay? And next week I will go a bit deeper for you guys. So, the first thing that you can do to run your home like a boss is to think big and automate. So, a boss, their role, their job, is to see the whole picture. They don't focus and fixate on one job or one thing that needs to be done. They look at how everything pieces together, how everything works together for everyone's best interest. That's what we're going to talk about here. So I'm going to paint you a picture that may sound very familiar to a lot of you. It's certainly something that I am drawing on from my own experience. This is not a judgmental thing. This is something that I've done, right? Let me paint you a picture. You find out that your favourite kitchen cleaner, your kitchen spray, is cheaper in Poundland. So you decide, okay, great, I can save myself some money, I can save my husband some money, I'll go stock up on that kitchen spray. It seems like a good idea. So you get all the kids together, coats, bags, snacks, all the rest of it, get them in the car, drive to Poundland. Hopefully you're not paying parking, because that would be ridiculous, but let's say you're not paying parking, it's free. Get all the kids in Poundland, you're dragging them around Poundland, you look for the kitchen spray, you get it in the trolley, you're pushing this heavy trolley around with your baby in it, someone starts crying, someone wants some ridiculous plastic toy, somebody wants the sweets, so you end up buying a few other things that you were not planning to buy, and while you're there, why not just pick up a few extra bits and pieces for the house, because you're going to use them at some point, right? So you're pushing this heavy trolley around, you've got 2 or 3 kids with you, you pay for it. Then somebody needs to go to the toilet and somebody wants to eat. So you end up going to a cafe and buying them all chips and juice just to placate them. Then you carry all those heavy bags full of kitchen spray and whatever other rubbish you happen to buy back to your car. Load all the kids in, coats, belts, car seats, all of that. Somebody spilled something in the back of the car. Then you unload them all. You unload them back into the house. By this point, the baby is screaming because they're tired and they haven't slept. And somebody else is upset with something else. And, nobody's had a proper meal. And it's going, your blood pressure is slowly rising. Actually, it might be just zooming through the roof. So you run upstairs and you lock yourself in the toilet, in the bathroom. I have done that. And I know that people watching here have had to lock themselves in the bathroom just to get away from the emotions, from that stress, so that you don't overflow with emotions and lash out at somebody. Or maybe you already shouted at somebody in the car. Maybe you already lashed out at somebody on the drive home or in the shop. Now look at what you've done there. Was that worth it? Was it worth it for whatever pennies you saved on kitchen spray? Like, even if it was 20p cheaper in Poundland than in the normal place you buy it. What the problem here is, you didn't look at the whole picture. You just fixated on a small job that needed to be done, maybe a couple of jobs, so you're going to use that kitchen spray and you want to spend your money wisely. So you thought, okay, this is a good thing I'm doing, but you didn't look at the whole picture. And so you ended up locked up in the bathroom. So if you just think of it from maybe a more mathematical perspective, how much time did you spend on buying that kitchen spray? And how much time, maybe 2 hours there, shopping, cafe, and coming back, and maybe an hour to recover with a big mug of sugary tea and a big bar of chocolate or something. You could have foregone all of that drama, all of that trauma that you've done to yourself, it's going to knock your self-confidence, it's going to affect your relationship with your children. You could have foregone all of that and do what I do. I go on Asda, I type in Mr. Muscle kitchen spray, comes up, add to basket, and then next time I make my online purchase, it's there with my groceries delivered to my door. 20 seconds? And I've saved myself 3 hours of time that I could use to homeschool my kids or play with my children or run this online business or whatever it is that's important to you. It's about thinking big. That's what I really want to encourage you. And another thing that is worth bearing in mind, probably the most important thing, is that it's your energy. So not only is the time important, but you wasted your energy. Your energy from that experience is going to be completely sapped. All over kitchen spray, just about a few pennies that you're saving from kitchen spray. You're coming home negative, anxious, grumpy, maybe really angry, and you're bringing that negativity into your home. And you're going to take it out on your husband, your kids, or maybe on yourself, and it's going to affect your self-esteem. So forego all of that and think bigger. Look at the bigger picture. There are lots of situations that could work in. Don't fixate on the small jobs. So one way that you can do that is you can automate your purchases. So I told you today we're going to focus on the easy stuff. So this is super easy, super, super easy. I want you to think about what you buy on a regular basis, what you buy regularly, every week, every fortnight, every month, and look for ways that you can purchase these things online. Look for ways that they can be delivered to your home. Now, I know some of you who watch this are not in the UK. You're from all over the world, Sri Lanka and all kinds of places. Amazing. I don't know how relevant this is to you. I don't have experience with that, but maybe there's a way you can make this work for you. So what do you buy regularly? So I mentioned groceries, that I buy them from Asda every week. I buy my contact lenses every month. They get delivered to my door, so I don't have to collect them from the opticians. Those are pretty straightforward ones. But I also buy things like shampoo and shower gel and vitamins. All of these things I buy online and they're delivered to my door. Essential oils. My deodorant even gets delivered to my door. There are so many things. Baby wipes. I don't buy baby wipes anymore. We've gone past that stage, but what a pain it is to go out and buy baby wipes and have to push them around in that trolley, and you buy a big bulky thing or carry them home, even worse. If you can get them delivered to your door, it's a brilliant way to save energy and time, and you're avoiding that dreadful situation when you run out of baby wipes. If you automate it and buy them online in a way that I'm going to explain further now, you will never run out. You will never run out of contact lenses. You'll never run out of baby wipes or nappies or shampoo. There's a few ways that you can automate it. Somebody's saying here, online shopping is a game changer. Absolutely. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift we've been given as mothers to save and preserve our energy and time. So ways that you can automate this, so you don't have to really think about it. It just gets done. First of all, you can actually automate on Amazon now. You can say that you want it delivered and ordered automatically every month or whatever you choose, and that is an option. You'll see some of them will have one-off purchase or regular or something like that. So you can actually have that set up on Amazon. So I buy cat food. I buy my cat food from Amazon. That's another one, so we never run out. And Amazon Prime, of course, that's free delivery. So if you want to try that out, they always have a 30-day free trial on. You can try that out and you'll get free delivery. Because I know some of you will be saying, you know what, that's all very well, but I'm going to have to pay for the delivery. And it's much cheaper for me to go to the Asian shop around the corner or go to Poundland. But you're missing the point. What is your energy worth to you? What is your time worth to you? And what is it worth to your family? If you can avoid that situation where you're bringing negativity and angst into your home, surely that is worth however much it is that you're going to pay for online shopping. And if it's not, there are ways around it. You can find free delivery in some online retailers, and you can get special deals and coupons and things. There are ways around it if you want to make it work. So another way you can automate your online purchases is, for online retailers that don't offer that option, is to use your online calendar on your phone. Now, I use Google Calendar. Google Calendar is heads and shoulders above other calendars. You might have a calendar already on your phone that you use. But I'm telling you that Google Calendar, it's free as well. I would recommend you download it. Has a lot more features. And one of the features that is relevant here is that you can set regular events. So for example, if you need to order baby wipes once a month, you can have every first of the month, a little notification will come up on your phone that says, buy baby wipes. And with that notification, you can actually put a link to where you buy your baby wipes from, to the Amazon link or wherever it is you buy it. You can just click on that on your phone. It'll take you to the shop. You can press buy now and it's done. It's done for the whole month. That weight is off your shoulders. It'll get delivered to your door in a few days' time and you're done. And you can do that for everything in your life, or nearly everything in your life, that you buy on a regular basis. So I have a notification on my phone on a Wednesday that says, order groceries. So then I can do that day. I go onto Asda and I sort my groceries out and it's sent, and then they arrive on the Friday. So you can do whichever way around you like. You can use it for all of these things, for shampoo. Maybe you have contact lenses. I don't know. Everybody has different things going on. The only thing I haven't found is how I can get halal meat regularly delivered to my door. That hasn't happened yet. But I know that there are some retailers online that do sell halal meat. Like Asda has a few bits and pieces, but you know, I want really nice quality meat sometimes, and I haven't found anything yet. So if anybody knows an online retailer that delivers really nice halal meat, please let me know, please. Right, what else have we got? So Google Calendar, yeah, I mean, I think I said everything I wanted to say about that. So that is your first job. That is your first job. I want you to start thinking big, not small. And I want you, number one, think about what you buy regularly. Maybe you want to write it down. And then get Google Calendar. Have a play around with that. Set up notifications so that you get notified every month that you need to order your contact lenses or whatever it is you need to buy, so that your life can run more smoothly and efficiently. And that's what this is all about, saving you time and doing things effectively and efficiently. So you're not in that stressful situation where things run out, like nappies or something. The second thing that we can talk about now, that you can do that will instantly transform things, is something that we all do, whether you realize it or not. And that is meal planning. Some of you will say, I don't meal plan. I've never meal planned. I just wing it. I don't meal plan. You do meal plan. Even if half an hour before you have to eat, you're thinking, oh, what am I going to cook for dinner today? And having a look through the fridge. That's still meal planning. It's not very effective meal planning, but it's still meal planning. Some of you will think about it the night before and think, well, I'm going to cook tomorrow. And some of you, like me, will plan a week ahead at a time. Now, not all meal planning is equal. And I'm going to tell you now some of the way I used to meal plan. And it was such a faff, honestly. I don't know why I thought I was saving time doing this. It's ridiculous. I'm going to tell you what I did. And you'll see how different that is to what I do now. I'm going to tell you what I did and what I'm going to show you I do now. You will literally be able to buy your groceries and meal plan for the whole week in 30 minutes. Woo! Like if you go shopping and buy your groceries, that's at least an hour and a half. So this is a real game changer, and I'm excited. You can probably tell. I'm excited to share this with you. Right, so the way I used to do it, which might be familiar, I used to get a piece of paper and I would write Monday through to Sunday down on the piece of paper. Then I'd get all my favourite cookbooks out. I'd look through them. I'd decide which ones I wanted to cook. And then I'd write a few dishes on each day. And I'd be like, okay, sorted. Then I'd go back to my books, write out all the ingredients on another piece of paper or on the back, like a shopping list. Then I would get in the car, possibly with my kids, and take that shopping list to the supermarket, try and find everything. Inevitably, the supermarket would not have everything. And I would have to go to another supermarket, finish finding everything, get home and unpack it. And then when the day came that I had to cook, I would have to look for that cookbook and the right page in that cookbook, and then I could start my cooking, right? That might sound familiar to some of you. What I do now takes half an hour, literally, and so much better. So what I do is, you know what, I'm going to do, no, forget it. Let me just go on with this. What I do now is I use technology. I use technology to help me. Unsurprisingly, it is a real game changer. So I already mentioned that I use Asda. What I use for meal planning is an app called Plan to Eat. And I've put the link for that with the Facebook video if you want to check it out after this video. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to describe to you what it's like as best I can. And then when we finish here, I'm going to say goodbye to Instagram and I'm going to carry on Facebook and actually show you the app, because I can't show Instagram at the same time. I can actually screen share on Facebook. So I'll do that at the end. So let me tell you about Plan to Eat. Okay, so it's this app. You have it on your phone and you have it on your laptop, and it's all synced together. And it's for Android and Apple users. And what you do is, like, my favorite bit is that it makes the shopping list for you, like automatically. But I'll get onto that. It keeps all your favorite recipes together. So either you can type them in, like if your mum's got her secret chicken curry recipe that you can't find online, it's like her family recipe, you can type that in. But if you want to use recipes that you find online, you just copy the URL and you put it into the app, and it automatically uploads the whole thing. It uploads it in such a way that it puts the ingredients separately, it puts the picture, it puts the instructions separately, and then you can actually adjust it. So say the recipe is for a family of 4, but you have a family of 6 or 8. You just press a little button to 6, and it automatically increases the ingredients for you on that recipe, and then later on the shopping list. It's amazing. You can add your own ingredients in there too. For example, if you like a curry online, but it's a bit mild for you, or you think it could do with a bit of a zhuzhing up with something else, you can add that into your recipe on your own phone or on the computer, and it will do that automatically for you, and it will always be saved there for you. And then you go onto another page, it's like a calendar, and you just drag and drop these recipes in. So easy, no writing, no scribbling it all out, no typing even. You just drag it into the calendar. It takes like 10 seconds, 20 seconds maybe. And then, this is the bit that blows my mind, right? You just click a little button that says shop. You just click it, just a little button, and it makes the shopping list for you. Like, it just saves you so much time. No rewrite, no writing everything out, nothing. It makes the shopping list for you. Then, if you insist on going to an actual shop, which I know some of you will, which is fine, you can do that. So you take your phone with you and with the shopping list that's been made, and you find all the things and you just tap it. You tap it as you find it and it crosses it out for you. Or you can do what I do. I put the 2 screens up on my laptop. I have Asda on one side, or whatever supermarket, and I have the shopping list on the other side, and I copy and paste it. Copy it, watermelon, and then copy that, paste it, it comes up on Asda, and put it in the basket. The whole process, because I've been using this for a few months now, takes me 30 minutes. 30 minutes to plan out my whole week, and I plan for lunch and dinner, and then buy everything online. There's so many more features that I can't share with you now. I don't want to go on and on about this app, but it is amazing. I don't have experience with a lot of other planning apps, meal planning apps. This is the one that was recommended to me by somebody I know, and I'm not even going to look for another one because I think this is amazing. It serves my needs and my family's needs so well. I've put a link to it on Facebook, and if you're on Instagram, I've put it in my profile. So if you click there, you get 30 days free. And I think 30 days free is definitely enough to see if it's going to work for your family and if it's going to serve your family's needs. So you can find it on Instagram, you can find it on Facebook, and give it a go. Like I said, it's Android and Apple, so it's definitely worth it. And then you get that free trial, then you have to pay. And I think it works out about £1 or £1 something a month. I mean, that's definitely worth it. I go on it at least once a day, multiple times a day. And I've actually now synced the Plan to Eat app with my Google Calendar. So I can actually just look at my calendar and can see what we have planned that day. I don't even need to go into the app. There's so many ways you can use it. It's phenomenal. It's really amazing. And if you're on Facebook, I will show you how to use that app at the end of this video, and I'll screen share it with you. So that's your next job, guys. I want you to download the Plan to Eat app. Make an account with them. It's free. Try it out for 30 days and it will change everything. Because if you meal plan, there are a ton of benefits to this. And I talked about this previously on YouTube. I did a video about Ramadan meal planning and I talked about some of the benefits. But, for example, when you meal plan, you are saving yourself time because you're not worrying, you're saving yourself energy, you're not worrying about what you're going to cook, what you're going to do that day. You can plan to be healthy. If you want to eat better, meal planning is definitely a way forward. And you can plan around the events of your day. So for example, if you really want to fast, I want to fast on Thursdays. Maybe that's your New Year's resolution. I want to fast on a Thursday. You need to plan. You need to plan what you're going to be eating Wednesday night. You need to plan and have the food in the cupboard for what you're going to have for suhoor and iftar. You can't just make these goals and not plan around them. Similarly, you might have an intention to start for your children to go on nature study groups. And so you need to plan for that in food-wise. You need to have food in your cupboard to take out for a picnic or for snacks. So meal planning has a ton of benefits. It saves a lot of money as well because you're not wasting, which is huge. You're not wasting, you're just buying what you need. So I love meal planning, and it doesn't have to be time consuming. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can just be what I've explained to you there. So that is everything I wanted to say. So you have, I don't know how many jobs, 3 or 4 jobs. So the first job was make a list of all the things that you regularly buy for your family, for your household, and look for online retailers that can deliver them and automate it. So get Google Calendar, make those notifications. Also download Plan to Eat and start using it, start planning. You're going to love it. Now I'm going to announce the winner now. So I mentioned before we had a giveaway last week. We had a giveaway of 4 toucan boxes. And so I'm very pleased to announce that the winner of the 4 toucan box giveaway is Alma's Journey from Facebook. Congratulations, sister, you've won 4 toucan boxes. If you can contact me as soon as possible and we can arrange for them to be shipped to you, inshallah. If you just email me, gemma@ourmuslimhomeschool.com, and we can get that sorted for you. Right, so a little bit of an update. We've got 2 more live broadcasts coming up. So next week, like I mentioned, is for those of you who are ready to take it to the next level, who are ready to really own their time and make serious changes in the way they manage their home. We're going to be talking about prioritizing, eliminating unnecessary things. We're going to be talking about how to build in systems into your home to make a blueprint for the ideal day. We've got a lot of good stuff next week. And so that's for those of you who really want to push things further and get to the next level, which, to be honest, is really important, I think, when you are homeschooling. Right. And then the week after that, I'm going to do a live Q&A session. So just like last time, I'll put a post up on Facebook and Instagram. You just pop your questions under there and I'll try and get through as many as I can in the live session. And any that I don't get to, I will answer in subsequent live broadcasts. Right. So let me go through Instagram now. I want to check and see if there's any questions. If you've got anything, please pop it in now. There is a bit of a delay, so you type that in as soon as you can. And I'll just scroll through here before we have to say goodbye to Instagram. Oh, it's great to see so many of you talking to one another. A lot of people talking about this meal planning app. That's awesome. We get farmed halal meat online now. I've downloaded this app I love. If you could share that with me, Janine, that would be amazing. If you could share that link either here or just message me later about the halal meat you buy online, I'd really appreciate that. Currently making chicken and mushroom today because I haven't done my meal plan yet. Hafsa, come on, girl. MashaAllah. Sounds good though. Right, let me see. Willowbrook Farm, yes. So Willowbrook Farm I have ordered from Willowbrook Farm. But for me, that's not something that I can budget for at the moment. And yeah. I second Google Calendar too. Oh, alhamdulillah, we've got some other Google Calendar fans. Oh, there's so many comments. It's hard to get through them all. Okay, I can't see any questions or any hearts in front of. Lots of people laughing. Excellent. Right, okay. Alhamdulillah. I don't think there's any specific questions, but I really appreciate. I love that you're all chatting to each other and sharing your ideas. Amazing. I'll have to go through there later and have a proper read. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say goodbye to you, Instagram, and I'm going to carry on Facebook. You are very, very welcome to pop over onto my Facebook account, Our Muslim Homeschool, and continue watching there. Or you can catch up later on YouTube. I'll be uploading it later there, inshallah. So I'll say goodbye now, and I hope I will see you next week. Assalamu alaikum. Right, Facebook. I've got to share this with you now. So, it's an incredible app. Honestly, I wish that I had known about it sooner. So, let me see. How do we do this here? Okay. So, this is the app, guys. This is Plan to Eat. So, you get the same thing on your phone. So, you start off on this page, and this is where you collect all your recipes. And this, I'll show you how you add a recipe. You can either write it all in here. You can write in your mum's secret biryani recipe here. You can even add a photo, or you can just import it. So you import it from the web. So for example, let me find, I don't know, BBC chicken. There we go. There's a curry there. BBC chicken curry. Let's say I wanted to add this one. So all I do is I click here and I copy it, go back here, paste it in and import. And it automatically imports everything. There it is, subhanAllah. So it's there for me already. And if I want to, like I mentioned, if I want to update it, if I have a family of 8, I can pop that in and it will upgrade all the amounts for me. It will save that for me. And so now I've got that curry saved to my saved into my cookery book here. So this is all the recipes I can choose from. And if you have a load, if you have say 50 and you just want to look for chicken, you can go here, you can select chicken, or you can select lunch, or whatever category it is you want to select and look for, you can do that here. Then you go to plan. So this is the same, you have the same thing on your phone as well. And say I wanted to plan out next week. I take my chicken curry that I was so keen to find and I just drag it over here. And say the next day I might want to do lamb, so I cook lamb. And I think that the lamb would go well with dal. I can add multiple recipes into the same day. As you can see, you can plan for breakfast, lunch, supper, snacks, and you can add notes on it. What you can do as well is you don't have to drag a recipe in. You can just add an ingredient. So say you wanted to make something that doesn't require a recipe, like you wanted to make cheese on toast. Cheese on toast. So you would just write in the ingredients that you need for cheese on toast. So cheese, and you'd go back in and you'd add bread, and there you're done. If you were not sure, if you even wanted to, you could add in a note that would say cheese on toast. So there you go. You've got it all there. And so you do that for your whole week. Then my favorite bit, guys, you go to shop. And it's made the list for you. That's your whole shopping list. So you select the dates. You know, maybe you want it for 2 weeks. Maybe you want it for the next 7 days. Or you can custom range it to whatever dates you want. And there's everything for you. And they've even managed somehow, I don't know how they do it, to categorize it for you. So that when you're going around the shops, you can have it by category and find everything together. What I also love is that when you have this on your phone, like I mentioned before, you just tap on it. You just tap on the screen and it crosses it out. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, is there anything else I can say here? I think we'll close that up and I'll get back onto talking to you. Okay, I think I'm full screen now. It's an amazing app. I wish I'd known about it sooner. It saved me a ton of time. So what I'm going to do now is if we've got any questions, I'll have a little look through and see who we've got talking. Okay. Oh, alhamdulillah, there's loads of you on. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. I think a business fulfills a need to make progress. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, exactly. That's right. So you plan out your needs for your family, you plan out your goals for your family, and then you work towards that, just like you would with a business. Alhamdulillah, welcome, Sufyan. I'm glad you're here live. Yeah, so exactly. So one of the sisters here, Rose, is saying she takes her children to play groups during the week because it's good for them. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, some people say that they need to go out to the shops because they need to just get out of the house. And I've definitely been there. When my kids were babies, I just got kind of stir crazy and I needed to get out of the house. But going shopping with your children is not going to help you feel calmer. It's not going to be healing in any way to you. Much better to get out and meet other mothers or go in nature and go to the park, go to the playground. That will not only be better for your children's health, it'll be better for your own. So absolutely, I think that's a great way to get yourself out the house when you have small kids and you need to get out and see people, but without it becoming a whole drama and draining your energy. It can actually, boost your energy in those situations. Pure Organics deliver halal meat. Oh, thank you, Selma. I'll have to look into that. So Selma is saying that Pure Organics deliver halal meat. So that might be something that we can look into. Iram is saying that she's new to home education life. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad that you're here. Walaikum salam, Nicole. Oh, it's nice that you're here as well from Abu Dhabi. I know that you've been following me for a really long time, so I appreciate you being here. It takes up my time thinking what to cook. So yeah, initially when you start meal planning, it might take you a little bit of time because you're going to have to you're going to have to collect all those recipes that you love and that you enjoy. But once you get them all, so you only need about, 10 or 15. Once you get them all together, you can then just keep using them week after week. And then as you find new recipes, as you watch MasterChef or whatever it is on the TV that you fancy that recipe, or you're on a blog and you like their recipe, you can just import it. You can import that recipe straight into your cookbook and it takes a matter of seconds and then it's there. So yes, when you don't have that cookbook of your favorite recipes, it does take time thinking what to cook. It's actually always in the back of your mind, like a stress, like what am I going to cook today? It's always there. But if it's planned out, it takes that burden off of you for sure. Some of you might have parents or grandparents who used to keep like a little box of cards with all their favorite recipes in. That's something that I'm familiar with as well. This is the modern way of doing it. It's the same concept of having all your favorite recipes together. Oh, alhamdulillah, I'm glad you're here, Hafsa. Right, so I think we're going to finish up here. I hope that you feel empowered now to make some changes. Now you have the steps that you can begin with. I've given you your jobs, like tangible jobs. This isn't theory. This is real things that you can do right now, today, or this week, that you can do to really make an impact on your life. So you've got to make that list of all the things you buy regularly. Get Google Calendar, have a play with it. Download Plan to Eat, work that out as well. And next week, I hope you will join me and take things to another level. So now you have the steps. Now you have the steps to go forward. Now you have the steps. You know what to do. It's up to you to do it. I hope that you do it. I hope with all my heart that you use this as an opportunity to really take ownership and responsibility for your time and your energy, and ultimately your life. This is a place to start. You can use this as a chance to make positive changes for you and for your family. And you can start here. Inshallah, I hope you do. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And I'll see you next week, Sunday the 27th, here on Facebook. I hope you have a great Sunday. And I'm so glad that you all joined me here today. Assalamu alaikum.